guys, this is Tracy from Stampin' Away with Tracy. I want to show you how I created this sweet little card. This is Blushing Bride Highland Heather paper, and I used the gorgeous grape ink, which I love. I combined the flowers with the butterflies, and that's a perfect card for me. Those are my favorite things. If you would like to receive a birthday card from me, I have a link below to join my email list. Add your email and your complete address and your birth month and date, and I'm happy to send you a birthday card. Who doesn't like a birthday card? And we're using Positive Thoughts card stamp set today. It does have matching dies. We'll be using those also. And it is out of the mini catalog, and it is on page 23, which is right here. This is the stamp set we're working with, and I just love it. It's so soft, it has flowers and feathers. It's just beautiful. So, this is what we made, and let's get started. I took a sheet of Blushing Bride, 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I scored it at 5 1/2 from both ends so that it is scored directly in the middle. Then the first layer of cardstock is Blushing Bride, and I used the Ornate, it's the new embossing folder, Ornate Floral 3D. I love this. The florals are just so pretty. They're soft and small, and they just make a real punch on your card. So I really like that too. So I just put this through my Big Shot, and it just comes out like this, easy peasy. The next thing that we need to do is, I've got some Highland Heather ribbon we're going to use. And we're going to get some of the tear tape. It's in the annual catalog. And we're going to put it down on each end, and I'll show you how I attach my ribbon. Get out your Take-A-Pick tool, and you can get the tape right up. There you go. And it kind of picks it for you, which is really easy. Everything's always easy except on video, guys. Okay. There you go. Use your Take-A-Pick. Use your little spatula end. Now, we're going to put the ribbon on here. I'll make sure you all can see. Put it on here. You're going to stretch it across. Attach it there. And just take your paper snips and snip it. There you go. Might need to come down just a fraction. There we go. So we've added the ribbon. Now, I've said this before in other videos. I buy all the ribbon when it comes out, like in the mini catalogs, celebration catalogs, and I save them because the colors are still good and they're great for projects. So if you really can't make huge purchases, add on your ribbon and your embellishments from those catalogs and their current colors so you can use them with all kinds of things. So that's where I got that. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to do our happy birthday. I need to send some cards to people on my email list. So I need some happy birthday cards. So what I did was take Gorgeous Grape and put the happy birthday. And this happy birthday actually comes from, here's a card. This happy birthday right here. So that's the one I used, and I just stamped it on there, and I punched it out with my Label Me Lovely. I love this punch set. And you all know I love punches because they're so easy and they're just great. And so I stamped that up, and what we're going to do is we are going to, I've showed you how to do this a couple times. Just cut this in half right here. Put a little multi-purpose glue. I like multi-purpose because it gives you a little wiggle room, and you can place things exactly where you want them. That's the reason I like multi-purpose glue, liquid glue. And it lasts. It's really economical. I think it's $4 in the annual catalog. And it just lasts forever. So that really works for me in doing my projects. And there we go. Let's pull that down just a little bit more to make it even. Okay. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to set that aside for just a second. I'm going to show you, out of this stamp set, I'm going to show you a particular die. This is the flower die. I want to make sure you can see it. And this is the middle of the flower. You see that die right there? And let me show you what it does. It is so cool. I mean, this is just so cool, and I love it. Take your pick tool out. Get that out. Look what we're going to do. We are going to bring up those petals in the middle really easily. See how those petals are just coming up really easy? And it makes it look so realistic. I think that this is the coolest thing. Just pop them up. I should have started working from the inside out, but I got excited to tell you all about this. So when I do half of it, I'm going to show you the difference that it makes in this flower and how pretty it is. And Stampin' Up! Has to be a genius to whoever thought about this, because this is just the cutest thing since sliced bread, guys. Look at that. I hope you all can see that on video, how sweet that is. When the little middle pieces, and I wish I'm not a master gardener, so I don't know what that's called, but it is the cutest thing ever when it's on your card. And really just take a pick tool and just pull it up. It's easy, easy, easy. It's not difficult at all to do. So you just get your take a pick in and it just pulls it up really simple with no problem at all. So you just do all those little petals like that. And look at that, how sweet that is. Isn't that cool how they're all popped up? And it adds such dimension to your card. It's just really cool. I think if I would have got my tweezers out and I could have held it with my tweezers, it probably would have went a little faster. So keep that in mind. I only have a couple that I haven't popped. Let's do those really quick. Then the whole thing will be ready. But I need to use my tweezers. So look at that, how cool that is, because they're popped up. Isn't that cute? I love that. I'm going to see if I can find my tweezers really quick. Oh, here we go. Look at my tweezers. Let's do it with my tweezers. And I'm a lefty, so I'm going to hold it a different way than you guys. But let's see if I can just hold it here in the middle. Look at that. Now look how easy that is to just pick those up. Isn't that cute? Okay, this is probably going to be my new favorite Stampin' Die because I love the effects of this flower. I love that it sticks up like that. I love that. And I'll show it to you on the card. Okay, there you go. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Can you all see that? Right there? How it sticks up from the card. Let me pull it, bring it down here. Okay. So, isn't that cool? I love that. So what we're going to do is we are going to add a tiny bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. Just a tiny bit, that's all it needs. And we're going to put it in the middle of our flower. And I'm going to show you all. Now, to hold it down, get your take-a-pick tool. And just hold the pressure on your take-a-pick. Okay, that tool's this tool's invaluable. I use it every card, everything I do really. So now this happy birthday is looking good and it's dry. So let's go ahead and get some Stampin' Dimensionals. Now I've used the Stampin' Dimensionals, and now actually what I have to use is the outside edge. See that? So use the outside edge. It's just as good. Don't waste anything. And you can get definitely a few more cards off of that for sure. So we're just going to take the plastic back off of that, like that. And we're going to put it down on our card. So there we go. Now that's down on our card. Now I got a little tiny bit of glue. Just get your, I call it my goober getter. It's an eraser for tape eraser, but goober getter is what I call it. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to add the feathers. So let's just put a little bit of glue here. Just a little bit of glue. We're going to add, there we go, add our feathers to the card. And I'm going to do 3. I like to do 3s. I think it's more pleasing to the eye when you do 3. So that's added. Now, we want to add this gorgeous flower, but I wanted it to be half off of this and half onto the feathers, okay, like this. So what we need to do is we need to put a little of the Stampin' Dimension to it, just to pop it up off the card. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to put it on this side of the card, because this is the card, the side that's going to be hanging off. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to email me. But see how that fits right there, and it's kind of popped up? Just use your take a pick tool, and you can just flatten your, bring up your little flowers. Even though they're not up as much as they were, they're definitely visible, and they definitely make a statement on this card. They're just really cute. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our butterflies. This is not stamped image. This is just a butterfly. And it's from the die set. It's right here. And this is the die of the butterfly right here. This small die. But I really like it. And we're going to add 2 because I think we need something down here. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of multi-purpose glue on there. Isn't that cute? Now let's take our card base and we're going to put some multi-purpose glue on it. And we're going to just adhere it. And then I think the only thing left to do is, I'm just about out of multi-purpose glue. Let me get some more really quick. The next thing to do is, I think we can put a little bit of Winka Stella on there, guys. I think that that would even give a bigger punch to this card. So let's try that. Let's just put a little bit here because I want the card front. It's kind of heavy, so I definitely want it to stay down. So let's go ahead and adhere this right like this. Put a little bit of, whoops, there we go. Now, isn't that pretty? Now, I'm going to take my Winka Stella, and I just want to add a very little bit here and there, just on these petals here, just to bring a little interest to this flower. I'm not putting a lot on, just a little dab. But I just think it gives it a little bit of sparkle. And I think it needs that. I'm going to do the middle of the butterflies. Just do a little bit on the butterflies. Not a lot. Just kind of have them give a little more interest to the card, and it kind of will pop up on the card. So when you open it, you'll see that little bit of sparkle. Wink of Stella is fantastic to add just a little something to your card. If you need a little something, but you're not sure what you need, Wink of Stella can do that. It kind of raises the level of the card. So there you go. What do you think? Let me know in comments what you think. All my links are below to all the products I've used. If you want to join my email list, please click on that link and fill it out. I'd love to have you. It's my Stampin' family. And thanks, everyone. I hope you have a great day.